subject to the call of the chair.
The House of Representatives vote to remove Kevin McCarthy as Speaker marked the first time in American history that a Speaker has been removed from office. It was a strong criticism of McCarthy's leadership and a worsening of the internal struggle within the Republican Party and a red flag for the health of American democracy, experts suggest. After the right-wing effort to unseat fellow Republican Kevin McCarthy as Speaker failed, the congressional body entered uncharted territory. This prompted Joe Biden to call on political leaders to work on a new spending plan before a hastily approved short-term measure expires in few weeks.
The House will now reorganize and select a new Speaker. I know it's going to take some time, but I remind everyone, we have a lot of work to do, and the American people expect us to get it done. The argument we reached was all about what comes next, but we had an agreement. We reached an agreement over the weekend. Funds for government, only another 40 days. We cannot and should not again be faced with an 11th hour decision of brinksmanship that threatens to shut down the government.
Republicans are scrambling to find a strong candidate because McCarthy has not backed a potential successor unless an unlikely and unprecedented Kansas Speaker who receives support from both parties emerges.
Well, he doesn't have my support anymore, and he doesn't have the support of a requisite number of Republicans to continue as the Republican Speaker. Now, he may continue as the House Speaker, and he may continue as a Speaker of the Democrats and some sort of uniparty coalition, but he is not going to be a Speaker in power as a consequence of Republican votes based on the number of people who are going to be with me.
Only 3 days had passed before the now ex-Speaker was obliged to use Democratic votes to prevent a disastrous government shutdown that his own party's absolutism was about to precipitate.
Saturday, I took a risk for the American public. Regardless what anybody says, no one knew whether that would pass. The Democrats didn't want that bill. Yes, they pull a fire alarm. Yes, they do their conga line. Yes, they wanted to delay. But it was all for the American people. I could not look the troops in the eye and say I would not pay them. I think today was a political decision by the Democrats. And I think the things they have done in the past hurt the institution. When they just started removing people from committee. And they just started doing the other things. And my fear is the institution fell today.
Saturday's decision reinforced McCarthy's original mistake of blinking earlier this year when House GOP hardliners threatened to trigger a calamitous default on America's debts, which according to experts might have wrecked the economy and sparked terror throughout the world.